Welcome to the Community Difference Wylie. Powered by the Difference Media, LLC. Today's show is hosted by Caitlin Fiesel with Elite Diamond Cleaning. And joined today by co-host Jessica Cooper with Diesel Signs and Displays, Janice Greenlee with Green Root Capital, and Paul Fisher with Certainty Home Lending. The Community Difference Wylie was created to serve as a platform for local leaders and business professionals to showcase their expertise, values, and commitment to their community. Overall, the podcast aims to create a stronger sense of community in North Texas by highlighting the often overlooked or unnoticed good work being done by local leaders, businesses, and professionals. So sit back and relax as our host, co-host, and their guests share inspirational stories, experiences, thoughts and insights about being a professional, along with the opportunities for our businesses to serve our communities in very special ways. Because the Community Difference Wylie starts now.
Well, good morning, Wylie. My name is Paul Fisher with Certainty Home Lending, and welcome to the Difference Radio Podcast. The Community Difference Radio Podcast is a weekly show that we do here in Wylie. It showcases local business professionals and leaders as they discuss what's happening in Wylie, along with interviews of the people that live and work here and are making a difference in their community. Before I start, a lot of times I broadcast live here from the Wylie Chamber of Commerce, and I'm doing that again today. So I want to give a special shout out to Marianne Olson and Tina Stelnicki. They are very generous to let me use the back room here in the chamber. And so I really appreciate that and appreciate their hospitality. So thank you very much. I also have the pleasure of hosting the show today with two very good friends from our Wylie Master Networks group. Wylie Master Networks meets at the Herman Marshalls at 9 o'clock on Thursday, and we're thankful for the use of the room. But I've got Jessica Cooper and Angela Tucker as my co-host today, and of course, our producer and creator of The Difference, Lyndon Wilson. So Lyndon, let's go ahead and bring on Jessica and Angela, and we'll kind of see what everybody's up to.
Hello. How's everyone today?
Well, we're fine. We're fine. I feel like I just saw y'all not too long ago.
Yeah. You were back at the studio. I am reporting live from Lake Leafala from my tundra.
That's right. I feel like you're like a newscaster out on location and ready to break some big news in Oklahoma.
I have breaking news coming up, Paul.
All right. Well, I can't wait to hear all about it. And then Angela's at the home office.
That's right. I'm here where all the magic happens at my home office. So
that's where all the deals are made and the dreams come true, right?
Yep.
Well, awesome. Well, let's kind of do a quick introduction since we've got us all here. Angela, start with you. Kind of tell us about who you are and what you do and all about Angela.
Oh, well, I'm Angela Tucker. I am a realtor with Caldwell Banker Apex. I've been in real estate for about 7 years now, a little over 7 years. I absolutely love helping people. So getting in this industry is great for me. I get to help people with one of their biggest purchases of their lives, finding a home, and then through the process, getting to stay in their lives when they're ready to move up or downsize or whatever that next step may be. It's a true honor to get to do that with people, and you really get to be a part of their lives. And I'm super happy to get to have Gino on this podcast with me because he's actually who I sold my very first house to when I started 7 years ago. So it's
Very
pretty cool to see full circle, and he's been very supportive of my business, and I've seen him grow in his business and investments and everything too. So it's really awesome.
Well, that's great. Yeah, we'll ask Gino how the home buying experience was. So we'll get the details.
Yep.
And Jessica, tell us all about what you do.
Well, regardless what people think, doing commercial signs is not always glitz and glamour. So sometimes we have to get down in the trenches, and that's what we're doing today. We're actually doing kind of a circle around the North Texas, lower Oklahoma portion. So I figured we'd bang it out. So that's why I'm here. But we do commercial signs. We do trade show displays. Trade shows and expos are definitely coming up. It is a season for it. Feel free to give us a call. We like to help design your branding around your budget. So we will toss different ideas to you that are all budget friendly, maybe some we always are creativity is kind of our forte. We always try to think out of the box and get you the signs that you want and the budget that you need. So diesel signs.
And do y'all do vehicle wraps too?
We absolutely do. Vehicle wraps, channel lettering, monument signs. What we're doing today, we're just doing safety signs for the Corps of Engineers. That's why we're up here at Lake Eufaula. So it's a beautiful area up here. So.
I've been
Well,
there.
yeah. Well, if you need a house, I'm sure we can find you one and get you some financing. So just let us know. Well, and I'll round it out with who I am. I'm with Certainty Home Lending, so we're a direct mortgage lender, not a broker, but direct mortgage lending. We have the standard agency loan programs for residential purchases like FHA, VA, USDA, and then your conventional loan programs like Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. But sometimes people need other types of solutions. So we have a lot of options that may not fall in the same type of kind of cookie cutter loan programs. A lot of self-employed people that I work with need to use bank statement loans because they may be writing off a lot on their taxes for income and for business reasons. And so we can qualify their income based on the amount and frequency of bank deposits. So it's a really good option. We also have investment property loan programs called DSCR, where you qualify on what you're going to charge in rent. So there's always something for everybody. And I'm going to give a shout out to Angela, because Angela and I did work together back in October, and she is fierce on negotiating for her clients. I work with a number of realtors, but I can tell you that Angela is the top negotiator that I've worked with. So if you're looking to get you a deal, that's the girl. So, and I haven't had a need for a sign yet, Jess, but I'm trying. I need to get me a billboard.
Wow, that's fine. I'm not here to hawk my wares to everybody.
Well, I mean, like I said, I've got, I'm sure we all need a sign of something. So I'll work on what I need on signs to get some more business. So, but with that, I think, Linda, let's go ahead and bring on our guests. I'm excited who Angela and Jessica has brought in today. Awesome. Well, welcome to the show. I see we got Gino. Maybe he's working on somebody. So Detlef, you're on. All right. Well, awesome. Well, guys, welcome to the Community Difference. Wylie, we're happy to have you on. I'll let our co-host go ahead and introduce our guests.
Go ahead, Jessica. Angela.
Yeah, Angela. Yeah, there you go.
Go ahead, Jess.
I would like to introduce Detlef Domagalski. I met Detlef through Master Networks, actually in Rowlett, probably 3 or 4 years ago. He was more of a roofing company, and Detlef, he's very community oriented. He does a lot for nonprofits, and he's kind of branched out on his own. He's an exceptional speaker. I'm not always crazy about doing these podcasts and talking, so I try to get people that are winded, and Detlef definitely will be a good one. But no, he's an amazing guy. So he's kind of branched out more into the Frisco, Plano area, Prosper area, and he does he started Doki Contracting Services, which does more of a maintenance program too. So it's a little preemptive maintenance program that you can do for your home. So I'll let Detlef take it away.
Oh, yeah,
tell us what you got.
Well, thank you guys for having me on. Thank you, Jessica, for inviting me. So yeah, we're Doki Contracting. My name's Detlef Domagalski. Doki is basically my last name, the D-O-K-I. If you took Domagalski and you made it short, it'd be Doki Contracting, and that's in honor of my father. But what we do is we basically have 3 divisions. We do home builds to remodels, flips, and we also do what Jessica was referring to is a maintenance program. And so we did over 100 flips last year, believe it or not. We've got several crews. We got about 7-8 crews throughout the DFW area, so we do work all over. I'm actually in Fort Worth right now as we speak. I'm actually about to build a house in Wylie. It's a 4,000 square foot custom home. And so we do a wide variety of things. The biggest push now is the maintenance program. And the reason why we do that is we want to work with homes that, look, when we go into houses and we do these remodels and we do these types of things, there are going to be some challenges that you're going to find. And a lot of that can be maintained and not as big of a surprise if you were to take care of your biggest, what do they call it? They call it your biggest investment, which is typically your home. And so I hate home warranties. Most people hate home warranties, and came up with this solution of, hey, look, let's not do a home warranty. Let's actually have people here local. We actually see your house. We visit it. We go twice a year. We inspect your inside, your outside, curb to curb, fence to fence, rooftop to pool bottom. And we make sure that everything is taken care of, from the time this little bolt to your fence repair to a leaky faucet, what have you. Little honey-do list, if you will, that we take care of. And so that is something that we're pushing right now. A lot of people see it very advantageous for it. And so we're working with realtors, we're working with homeowners, we're working with multiverses of people, even hotels. And I mean, it's been pretty awesome, but that's something that we're really pushing right now, just because we see the need, and a lot of people aren't so handsy these days, and that's okay. That's when you call Doki, we take care of it.
That's good to know. I mean, yeah, I am not a do-it-yourselfer. I'm good with light bulbs and toilets, and that's about it. So and I know Detlef from Frisco Chamber, so it's always good to see another familiar face on here. But yeah, I know from his projects, they are stellar. So man, we're happy to have you on. Angela, tell us about Gino.
All right. Well, my guest is Gino. You live in or around Wylie, you know about Gino. He's very involved in the community, and he now has 2 restaurants. He has Napoli's, that has been a staple for many years in Wylie, right off 78. And then a little bit further down 78 is now Starwood Cafe, which I love breakfast. So I've been there probably way too much recently. But he's an amazing person. You know, I actually met him. A friend of mine used to bartend for Gino at Napoli's, and I would come into the bar, and that's when we met, right? We would just chat it up, and I had just started real estate, and he's an investor, and I actually sold my first house ever to him. So that was such a cool experience, and it's been really fun to just watch him grow in his business as I've grown in mine, and that's what community is about to me. So this is Gina.
Well, I appreciate
Welcome.
that. That's a very, very nice introduction. I don't know if I deserve all those accolades. As I was listening to Doki, it's funny. I guess he takes care of your house, and I'll take care of your hunger. So we're in good shape. He protects your roof, and I'll take care of the hunger, and we're a good tandem. So I don't know if y'all planned it that way, or
We did.
Oh, it's all planned.
Yeah, we did. Exactly.
there's some sort of a master plan. Well, I appreciate Angela having me here, and y'all doing this podcast. I think, I've been watching them quite a bit. I've been participating on a few of them, and for me, it's great that you all have given an opportunity to businesses to showcase what they do and how they do and how they help within the community. And for me, it's been great to grow within Wylie community. When I moved my family from New York 12 years ago, never expected to do this. And there's so many people that have impacted me in my business life, in my personal life from Wylie. It's incredible. And, Angela talks about her first deal. I guess I gave her the good luck charm, right? That's why she's she's killing it. That's why she's killing it now. But that's how you do it. You start from nothing. You start at a small restaurant bar, and you're one of the top agents at her firm. So props to her for her hard work and dedication and putting the time and the effort to not only find houses, but recognize what her clients want, how they want it, where they want it. And it's one of those things that you go extra mile for it, and hard work pays off, I guess, all the time. So
Gino, you can sell hunger maintenance plans in the form of gift cards.
I guess we can put a plan together that when you have no light until Doki comes in, we can bring some food over.
That's right. Solving hunger one stomach at a time. That's awesome. Well, I can't wait to get into more of this. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, and give some love to our sponsors. So when we come back, we're going to do the infamous "What's Up Wylie" segment. So we'll find out what's kind of going on in Wylie now, and I think we got some things coming up on the calendar that we definitely want to mention. So we'll go hit commercial, and we'll be right back.
The Community Difference Wylie is made possible by Paul Fisher with Certainty Home Lending, Close with Certainty, Brittany Welch with Boards by B. It doesn't get any cheddar than this. Melissa Mancini, owner of Melissa Mancini Photography. Don't let your babies grow up to be JPEGs. Caitlin Fiesel with Elite Diamond Cleaning. Your house is a diamond, let's get it out of the dust. Angela Tucker with Coldwell Banker Apex, here to help you discover your real estate dreams and build wealth through all stages of life.
And by Tara Padilla with Texan Window Cleaning. Don't let dirty windows be your pane in the glass. The North Texas Community Difference Wylie. Together, we can make the difference.
And now back to the show. What's up, Wylie?
Well, there it is, the famous "What's Up Wylie." Yeah, that "What's Up Wylie," the "What's Up" segment, I think started in Wylie. So, got a lot to, all the other shows copy it now. So Wylie was the original. So anyway, so for "What's Up Wylie," I've got a couple things, and then I think Gino has got something to tell us about. But if any other co-hosts have anything, we'll kind of pop in. So
I actually do have one.
Oh, well then fire away, Jess.
We have the pedal car race coming out May 5th. So Disco is entering the pedal car. I've been for years, and finally I committed to doing it. Can't wait to do it.
Are you going to be pedaling?
No, absolutely not.
Well, then I'm not going. All right. So we got the pedal car race.
It's downtown Ballard, though.
Right. And so we have the pedal car race. I saw that it's the 20th annual, so that's a pretty big deal. And then kind of rolling right after that on May the 6th is the Taste of Wylie. So we mentioned that things coming up in May because they're really right around the corner. You want to. I heard Wendell Daniel talk about that you need to get your ticket for Taste of Wylie because it's gotten to be such a big event. So we got those two things coming up. I had real quick on Thursday, April the 25th. Wylie Chamber of Commerce does their monthly 501 business mixer. So they started at 1 minute after the hour, and it's going to be at the South Restaurant. So they want everybody to come out and do that. And then, of course, for the chamber, every Wednesday at 8 a.m., they do the Wylie Chamber Business Card Exchange. So it's at the Smith Public Library, hosted by the chamber. And, speaking of Wendell Daniel, he's been, I think I heard a stat that he's been leading or been emceeing that group for 20 years. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought I heard that little tidbit the other day at the chamber. So it's pretty impressive because it's a time and commitment, but he does such a good job with all his leadership and learning tools. So we appreciate all that.
As a reminder, real quick, the Builders Expo is coming up, and I want to say it's next Wednesday. And Wendell actually he got a booth. There's usually a year-long waiting list for that, and somehow they had a cancellation, and so he got a booth kind of last minute. So if you do go, the Builders Expo is going on. So.
No, that's good to know. I'm writing that down because that's always good. That's always good at the Builders Expo. So I think I've covered those two. I've got one thing, and I always like to mention Wylie Nutrition because Janie does such a fun job over there. But she does happy hour from 11 to noon. And if you follow them on Facebook, they always come up with some interesting flavors. And apparently, some friends of the show like Sinead Turner with Turner Design Group and Susan Cranford of Texas Fast Pool have their favorite of cinnamon rolls. So I got to watch them chug that down at Wylie Master Networks this morning. So go see Wylie Nutrition and they got the healthiest fast food in town. So Gino, Gino is floating around somewhere, but he was going to tell us about the state of the chamber luncheon, and I'll just go ahead and mention the date on the 23rd. So I guess Gino went to go wait tables. There he is.
I'm doing it all. I'm doing it all. You guys caught me.
Working.
You guys caught me. You guys caught me in lunchtime. But yeah, State of the Chamber, 23rd. next week. Everybody's basically kind of give you a rundown of what Chamber's up to, what they're doing, and how they're moving forward, and all that. So I'd encourage all the business members to be a part of it.
Well, there's like always lots to do. And hey, Detlef, do you come out to Wylie that often?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you said you're building a house out here.
Yep, we're just working on the eco land formula and just making sure everything's all good. But yeah, they're about to purchase it here in the next 3 days, and then we're working on the architecture and all that good stuff. So, yep,
Well, good.
absolutely.
Well, Jess will have to go buy us lunch at Starwood when you get in town.
Absolutely. I've been wanting to go there. My neighbors have raved about it. They told me about the Nutella crepes. I'm like, it sounds carb friendly for sure.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's always fat free on the weekends, though.
Yeah.
So Angela, you've eaten over there. So what's your favorite thing over there?
Well, the first thing I tried was the berry French toast, and it is phenomenal. Like, the presentation is always important to me at a restaurant too, and so they kill it on both the things. The taste and the presentation is great. And then I actually had a breakfast meeting there, and I had the banana Nutella crepes, which is my daughter's favorite. I put it on my story, and then she was like, "Mom, I can't believe you went there without me." So then I had to take her like the next day or two. And then yesterday I had a breakfast burrito. I mean, I've tried so many things. Before too long, I'm going to make it through the whole menu, but everything has been great.
Well, I definitely need to go.
I can't take all the credit. These are all items that my partner Andy and his wife Yoletta, they perfection. So I'm just the front guy, run around and say hi to a few people, and everybody thinks that I make the great food. I don't. So
hey, I wasn't giving you that credit. Don't worry, Gina.
Okay.
No, but I will say that another thing on top of
all the food is because of him. So here's a special guest. That's Andy. That's the owner of all the Starwood.
Let's pull him in. Have him say a few words.
Well, I think he's here. Andy, they want you to go on podcast and say a few words about Starwood.
What's up? We want to know what's up in Starwood.
I'll get you right here.
Oh, great. We get Andy too. Hey,
hello.
Andy. How are you?
I'm great. I'm not sure what I just walked into here.
Well, you're gonna tell us what's on the menu today.
But I have Gino's ear pod in my ear. I hope his ears were clean.
Yeah, well, we'll find out soon enough.
Wow.
We were just talking about all of your great selections on the menu. My favorite is the berry French toast. It's phenomenal, but I've liked everything inside there.
Ashley, that's awesome.
Thank you. Are you the gentleman that comes up with the creations then?
I have been originally, and that has mostly been taken over by my wife lately, which is good. She is a better cook than I am.
All right, what's your favorite thing that your wife makes?
Oh, well, a big hit has been, one of the newest dishes has been the chilaquiles, which is an authentic Mexican dish with a green salsa and roasted chicken with tortilla strips and eggs. We also sell, our basics sell the best, like bacon and eggs, whole hog skillets, our Denver omelets, and then our sweets people love absolutely. The very berry crepes, very berry French toast, waffles, banana Nutella is a big seller. At lunchtime, we sell paninis quite a bit. Our chicken avocado panini is a big seller. Our burgers are great. And then we have a couple salads on the menu for healthier people. And also for healthy, our avocado toast is a big seller.
Well, it sounds like Linda needs to take us over there for a community podcast difference lunch. It sounds like. So I'm going to put that on my calendar and see when he's going to take us over there. But no, it sounds great. I think I've heard nothing but great things from from the Facebook Wylie community and from everybody else. So I think everyone's happy you're in town.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
I will now go kill Gino for putting me on the spot as soon as I walked into the
No,
restaurant.
you did great. You did great.
The
We'll
thousands
have
of
you back
people
on.
appreciate it.
For sure.
You can always
Awesome.
count on
Well,
him
now
for
you
trouble.
know what's on the menu and what's going on, what's up in Wylie. So, yeah, someone says a team building event. So, it looks like Lyndon's going to have all the shows out at Starwood for a big party. So, stay tuned for your invitation. So, what
Thank
we'll
you.
do, we'll
Appreciate it,
take
guys.
it. You're welcome. I'm so glad you're on. So, what we'll do, we'll take our next commercial break before we kind of get into topic of discussion for this week. So, we'll go hit commercial, come back, and get back into it.
Sounds great.
At the Community Difference Business Development Alliance, powered by the Difference Media LLC, our mission is to empower small business owners by transcending acceptable behaviors and outcomes into exceptional realms. We foster a culture of self-awareness, accountability, and proactive engagement, guiding individuals to recognize and overcome indifference towards transformative actions, habits, behaviors, and processes driving meaningful change. Through strategic networking, impactful content creation, and innovative top-of-mind strategies, we cultivate brand relevance and differentiation, enabling our partners and the Difference community to stand out in crowded markets. With a focus on building authentic connections, amplifying brand presence, and driving sustainable growth, we equip entrepreneurs with the tools and mindset to navigate the complexities of entrepreneurship with confidence, innovation, and resilience. Together, we aim to be the catalyst for difference makers, propelling them towards their highest potential and leaving a lasting impact on their businesses and communities. That's where our community podcasts come in. These podcasts lie directly at the intersection of innovative business development and community involvement, helping to bridge the gap between small business obscurity often seen in our communities. The community-based podcasts called the Community Difference Series are an integral part of integrating all facets of modern business development into a package of great content, positive impact branding, and top-of-mind presence, thus fulfilling the greater mission we set forth. When we set out to be difference makers, we can learn to make a difference and find the success and impact innately desired by all business owners and entrepreneurs. We are difference makers.
And now, back to the show.
All right. Well, welcome back, everybody. So, now I'm hungry. I may leave early and go down to Starwood because
Yeah, we
I
should
haven't
have
been
just
there.
at Starwood for the show.
I know. I mean, we may just have to cut this show short and swing on down and just do it live from Gino's place. So,
Hey, I see I took the heat from me and I gave it to Andy, so I'm in good shape now.
that's right. They're like, leave us alone. Go do your podcast. We don't bother us.
You guys got 2 for 1.
Yeah, no, that's great. It's always good to meet the people behind the magic. So, but yeah, I kind of wanted to, I guess just really jump into today's topic. I think it's something all of us as business leaders and business owners and, try to figure it all out. But, our topic, and it's kind of broad, but I think it's something we can all relate to is, the role of innovation and creativity in driving growth and success for local businesses. So, I mean, you kind of always have to be changing and they say pivoting, I guess, is the big word these days. So, how you pivot. So, I mean, I'll just kind of open it up and, maybe even start with Detlef to see, what are you doing to kind of stand out and innovate and I guess, change and things like that. I mean, with what's going on with your business.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I think I would say the biggest focus would be the whole idea of the maintenance program is a big change. It's not, to my knowledge, it's not been done right now in the industry at all. And so for me, it was more taken from experiences of, I was a vice president of a pest control company, and just the idea of, for a business owner, residual income is idea, right? I mean, that's really where you can maximize your profits and things like that, as long as you're providing enough value. and that's what a pest control company does. And so, one day I'm just running outside and I'm just running. I'm like, man, God, what do I do? What do I do? I'm thinking, hey, it got to be something here. And, I know all these electricians. I know all these plumbers. I know all these painters. I know all these different people. And so maximizing those relationships and coming up with the idea for the Doki Home Services plan, if you will, is the innovative idea of our company. At the same time, how we do the remodels, flips, things like that, we just come at it. We're not going to be the most expensive and we're not going to be the lowest, but we really do try to say, hey, look, if you do one portion with us, we'll give you discounts and all the rest. And all that kind of thing is just trying to take care of your neighbor, trying to do the right thing. But innovatively, as we're discussing that, I would say it's that. And then also working with my investors, things like that, to try to streamline their and maximize their profits, really, where, hey, look, they've got 100 houses they need to flip. Why are we changing all these different colors and all these different things when you don't need to? No house is next to the other house. So it's taken from past experiences working with the REITs and all those types of things where, hey, look, you can maximize your profits by buying the same paint, the same materials, things like that. They're all spread out, and coming up with those ideas for companies and helping their success as well. So it's just, just try to have a creative mindset, because look, if it's not broke, don't fix it, but that doesn't mean it can't be better.
Exactly. And so do you do mainly like investment properties, or is it homeowners, or is it, what's the mix?
It's a combination. Right now we're in full flex. I'm I'm working a little harder than I want to, right? And trust me, my wife's not happy. She'll see me and all that good stuff. Yeah. So again, I have never done an SEO. I've never done anything like that. I've never paid for marketing, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing to do. I think a lot of people need to do that, and their business needs that type of stuff. We've always been it's always been a handshake and referral based. And I've been fortunate to meet people that like what we do. And so investors have gotten a hold of me. We just formulate these relationships. Private owners have gotten a hold of me. And so all the chambers, all the master networks, all those types of things that really, form all your relationships has just grown the business. So whether it's investors, private owners, even just what really happens is, to be honest with you, what happens is, we got a cul-de-sac right now. We started a job, and then all four neighbors, we've done the whole cul-de-sac, right? So they come over, they check out the job. They're like, wow, that's really cool. And then they're sitting there giving, it's like the next neighbor, like, well, put me on the docket for that one, and then that one, and that one. And then, it just, I think when you try to do the right thing, and I'm not bragging on that, because sometimes we lose, man. I'm just being real. A lot of times you can lose on jobs, but it's about still taking care of the job, right? So it's monetarily speaking, it's not like we're billionaires and millionaires, right? Not yet. But at the same time, it's one of those things where, even if you're going to lose on the job, you still do it and you make sure the customer's happy. And, at the end of the day, when they're really happy about it, they'll still refer you to their friend, even if you had some hiccups, And so Absolutely. It's just, that's kind of where we're at.
Yeah. And what's your, like I said, I know you from Frisco Chamber. What's your tagline? I know what it is, but I want to see if it's changed.
Well, we've been working on that, right? So we've been working on different taglines, but I would say Doki Contracting, Captain Save a Bro.
I thought it was I build stuff.
It is. We're really the Captain Save a Bro was a joke for a minute, and then they're like, yeah, and I'm like, you know what? Really, it's just Doki Contracting. It's the name Doki. I really don't. DOKI, baby. That's it. Just Doki. Just call Doki. You're good.
Well, I was actually pretty excited about this topic. I'm going to jump in here and take over for a little bit. We're like the Dunkin' Donuts. We come up with 100 fresh ideas daily. So I always joke that, and I kind of made a tagline just for our networking, that we speak sign language. But honestly, I do. Signs have become a part of my blood. My history is graphic design. And once I kind of transferred into the sign world, I realized I could make everything in 3D. So we create it, we build it, we make it. and it's just amazing. And I'll drive by years later, and that display is still up. People get annoyed riding around with me because I point around all the signs that we did. But if I see a bad sign, I judge every sign that I drive by, good, good or bad. So when I started, how I got innovative, because I'm fairly new to the Wylie area. I'm originally from Wyoming, just to give a backstory. But I just kind of went around, and if I saw a sign that wasn't so savory, we went in and I just kind of proposed, like, here's what she could do. And that's kind of what started getting my foot in the door. And this is before I started doing networking, which definitely opened doors. And we're all kind of in the same industry, that referrals and word of mouth is definitely your best form of advertising. But you have to back it too. You have to have morals and a good product to back that up as well. So,
well, it's funny because you mentioned signs. I mean, do you ever get? I mean, I'm sure you get inspiration from signs that you see, like, wow, that's cool. We could do something like that, or.
Oh, absolutely. I see somebody's wallpaper, and I'm like, that's a good color scheme. And then that color scheme's in my mind for the next project. So I always keep like a bank of ideas, and I might use it 2 years down the road. I see a type of wood, and I'll try to incorporate that into a sign. So it's kind of freakish, and it kind of creeps me out sometimes. That's what I do. So, logos, I always try to keep them simple. But I always give a customer, I'll give them 6 or 7 different options. I want to make sure that they're on the same page, but I want them something that's marketable for them, something that's going to last forever for them. We try to look for efficiency. Any visual displays, we want to make sure that they're maximizing what they're getting out of it. We're not going to give something that's so convoluted that is really not going to help them in the long run, or people can't read it, people can't see it. So I do try to almost simplify it for them, but we take all the stress off too. As much as they want us to do, we will do for a client. Well, from the beginning concept to the end of completions.
And will they ask you to come up with like a brand design or a logo or a mascot or an animal or something to put on there, or is it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We get probably 60%. They say, come up with something. Well, we don't just do that. We're not just magicians and we're going to read their minds. I kind of have to read them a little. So I do a little brainstorming session to kind of get the feel for their personality. And then I already kind of know what direction they're going to go in. And then we kind of start off on a base. We'll throw several different options to them and kind of pare it down. I definitely have to know who their audience is, who they're trying to reach. But we also try to do budget-friendly options. Sure, anyone can go to Fast Signs and get a sign done. But I feel that we offer a heart. We offer, we're part of this community. We want to make sure that they're calling us 20 years from now. I want to make sure that their kids are calling my kids 20 years from now, to take care of their signs. So I'm in for the long game for sure. So.
And Jess, I interject real quick. Jess has done my signs for my trucks, and I actually, we got one little guy right here, right, and then she's going to do my other one here in a second. But she's just really awesome, man. She really does go above and beyond. She cares. I mean, I've known her for years. I've never heard anything to say anything ugly about her or nothing disparaging whatsoever, which is awesome. But at the same time, she's just really good people. So I do know from experience with her that she is just phenomenal at what she does.
Thank you. Your check's in the mail.
That's right.
I'll be waiting for it. Don't worry.
I take Zelle and PayPal as well.
Well, the vehicle signs have come a long way, because I remember my dad, had an irrigation company in Abilene, and I can remember the magnetic signs, always stuck to the side of the car. So I'm glad to see that we've, evolved from magnetic stick-ons.
I just wanted to let you know, if I hang up, just know that this is why. Wylie SWAT is here looking for someone, and I told him Angela is on the camera, not here.
Don't give my location,
Yeah, we're gonna give out location.
They came in looking for someone.
Dang.
Well, I mean, now that you're on, Gino, we're gonna kick it to you and Angela. And so, I mean, we're talking about innovation and kind of how you keep driving your business and things like that. I mean, from a restaurant point of view, and 2 different types of venues. I mean, how do you do it?
Honestly, I everybody's asking me why did I open the second one, and you know, I tell them because my wife and I had a very little time in the morning, and that time we were fighting all the time. So I decided to make myself busy and get out of the house. But honestly, it's a blessing just because for me, I never looked at it as it's a business, but I looked at it as serving a community standpoint. Growing this business, the restaurant perspective of it, you're going to have mistakes that we make on the food wise. We're going to have mistakes on that we're going to make on service wise. We're going to be late sometimes. We're just overall, we're going to, disappoint you at some point in time, as you come through our doors. But knowing that it's not taken lightly and knowing that I take those things very personal, that last thing I want to do is you come in and want to have breakfast or lunch or dinner in any of my places. And here we are, we're frustrating you with one of the things and destroying your day and giving you bad vibe that day. For me, it hurts me more than it hurts just even that person itself, just because that's not why I build these places. I build these places where business can be conducted from the standpoint of Angela comes here, meets someone, DJ yesterday, and they're having breakfast and talking business. Families get together. Today I had folks that, in an unfortunate event, but the whole family was here eating. And I know them from Naples that have been there eating for 10 years. And we're talking about how to cater an event that it's a sad event, but we're kidding. So for me, it's never been about bottom line. It's been about making them feel like they're eating in their own dining room, making them feel like I hear them, I take care of them, I will be there with them, good, bad, or indifferent. At the end of the day, we have 65,000 people in Wylie. And that's almost the same size as the city that I grew up during the war, where we all needed each other. And so that's the type of feel that I run my businesses. It's not about making a dollar or not making a dollar. It's never been about that. So I think that people see it, people appreciate it. I'm genuine, and we screw up. We'll tell you I screwed up. It's just, it is what it is. I won't tell you something different. And so that's been my number one way to go things about things.
Well, you sound like too, man. You're committed to Wylie, but you're also, you're committed to the staff that work there. They're depending on you for their livelihood, and it seems to me you kind of take the same stance for your employees as you do your customers.
And you have to take care of them, right? You have to make a place desirable for people to want to come in and work and put in their time. I always tell them, when you walk through the doors, no matter what is going on outside of your doors, while you're here and doing your job, don't make two mistakes, because you have one already outside of the doors. If you screw up here, you're going to be making another mistake, and then you're just pounding on yourself. Let's worry about that. If you need help, I'm happy to help afterward. Let's do it. Let's see what we need. Let's see how I can help and what I can do to improve it. But I can't do it by myself. I employ 35 people in Naples, about 35 people here in Starwood. Every single one of them has a bigger role than I do. Mm-hmm. I'm a very, very little small dot in the whole portion of it. And so it takes all of them together.
So how many days a week is Angela there?
I don't know. Lately it's been every day.
Well, I honestly hadn't gone in, which was my fault. And he sent me a text and he's like, you need to start having your business breakfast here. And then I did a lot of them. So I'm like, you're right, I should. And then the food's so good. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna keep coming back.
Yeah, maybe when because you stay fairly busy, and so maybe Gino's a part of that, getting you your healthy meal out, when you step out the door. So, but I'd be curious to see too, like Angela, for you, for real estate and all the changes that go on with that. What do you do to innovate and stay on top?
Well, I was going to say, just from hearing everyone else speak on this, innovation and creativity are very important. But the common theme that everyone has mentioned is just that they want to help people. And everyone has said how much you can hear it in their voice and what they do, how much they care about people. And that, I think, is the thing that's going to help a business stand the test of time, no matter what happens, right? Because businesses come and go all of the time. And there's some people that might be great at marketing or this or that, but having that great heart and the willingness to really care about people and help people is really what I think is very important. And everyone on this podcast has, just mentioned how important that is. And that's exactly how I feel as well. I love to help people. I love to be a resource for them, whatever the situation is. I've joked that I've told it's way too many people to not sell their house. It's probably not the best thing from a realtor standpoint, but I'm going to be honest with people and I care about their future, not just that sale at the time. So I recently just had somebody come to me and they have this whole crazy situation of getting kicked out of a house. And I'm literally trying to find resources for them no matter how I can, something I'm obviously not even going to get paid on. That doesn't matter. I want somebody to have a home, and that really matters to me. So all of that to say, yes, innovation and creativity are important, but what stands the test of time is going to be how you actually care about people. That's you can't make that stuff up. But as far as that goes, I'm not as good as I'd like to be, hence the meeting with DJ yesterday on, social media and doing all of that, because we do get busy. When you're busy in your business, those things are the things that are at the bottom of the list. You got to take care of your people first. But I like fun marketing. So I love pink. Most people that know me know that about me. I had these pictures taken, like my branding photo shoot taken before the Barbie movie came out. But then they were like all my hot pink suit. And then that happened and Barbie blew up. And so I got my business cards and I've been using that Barbie branding and marketing and people love it. I really did it for a Caldwell Banker conference because I wanted referral partnerships from people in other cities and states and countries. And I was like, well, what can I do to stand out? Because everyone has the same card, So I did all those Barbie marketing cards, and that just kind of stuck. And now I'm like, maybe pink is my theme. I love it anyway. So yeah, that's kind of cool. And just, pivoting with the market, like last year was a really hard market for a lot of people. The interest rates aren't fun right now, but it ended up being my best year yet. So just kind of not going with the common theme of getting in the lulls of, oh, everything's awful. You just have to stand out. You have to keep pushing. You have to keep hustling no matter what the market is. There's always homes to be sold, signs to make, renos to do. There's always those opportunities to have. You just can't really get in your head about it, and you just got to keep pushing forward.
Well, like you said, I know Linda wants us to take a break, but just a quick comment on that. If you stay to your core, which like you said, everyone on here has is a servant's heart, which we all do, to try to do the right thing. The rest will follow. So, I agree. Sometimes I'm not the best option. Sometimes there's better options out there. But we're trying to do the right thing. That's all it is. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll jump back into this and keep on going. I guess Gino went to go get us a to-go order. So I'm sure he'll be back.
No, I'm here.
And now a word from a few of our amazing sponsors that make the Difference Radio, live stream, and podcast network possible.
Are you searching for fast, reliable, and affordable heating and air solutions in the Wylie, Sac C, Murphy, Garland, Rowlett, Levon, Richardson, Plano, and Allen areas of Texas? Then look no further than Martin Heating and Air LLC. With over 15 years of experience, our team is dedicated to providing top-notch service tailored to your specific needs. Don't let a broken HVAC unit ruin your comfort. Call us today at 469-380-9864 or visit our website to schedule an appointment. Martin Heating and Air LLC, your trusted partner for all your heating and air conditioning needs.
JP Direct Health offers affordable health insurance solutions for individuals, families, and small businesses specializing in custom coverages to fit your needs and budget. JP Direct Health offers comprehensive benefits, including PPO health plans, accident and critical illness coverage, dental and vision, health matching accounts, along with telehealth at no cost per call. Call JP Direct Health today to learn more about how we can help you protect your health and your budget.
Do you want your home or office to sparkle? Then call Elite Diamond Cleaning today. From basic cleaning to deep cleaning and using only the highest quality cleaning products and equipment, your satisfaction is guaranteed. Our team of experienced cleaners will work quickly and efficiently to clean every nook and cranny, taking care of all the details so you don't have to. With a variety of pricing options to fit any budget, you can be sure that you are getting the best possible price. Call Elite Diamond Cleaning today at 214-300-9876 to schedule a free estimate. Your home and office is a diamond. Let us get it out of the dust.
Frisco Fighters prepare to reach new heights at Comerica Center this spring. From competitive matchups to exciting theme nights, you won't want to miss a second of the action. Join us and experience high-scoring, hard-hitting indoor football that's fun for the whole family to enjoy. Visit FriscoFighters.com for game highlights, tickets, or to reserve your spot at the Tarmac Tailgate Party. Frisco Fighters, fly with us.
Are you looking to buy a home? The process can be daunting, but it doesn't have to be. With the help of a qualified loan officer like Paul Fisher, you can get the financing you need and get into your dream home. Paul Fisher, a direct local lender with Certainty Home Lending, has many years of experience helping people buy homes. He's knowledgeable, experienced, and he'll work with you to find the best loan for your needs. Contact Paul Fisher today to get started on your home buying journey. He'll help you every step of the way, so you can relax and focus on finding your dream home. Visit www.loansbyfisher.com or call 817-308-7361 to schedule a consultation with Paul. MLS number 2018111.
Now back to the show.
Well, welcome back, everybody. So welcome back to the Community Difference Wylie edition. And we were talking about, the role of innovation, in our businesses. I was going to open it back up to see if anybody had any kind of follow-up they wanted to do on our topic.
Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of time we talk about innovation in the business and things like that. Particularly with the guys that I work with, I share the same thing with investors in my relationships. I don't work for people, and people don't work for me. We work together. Right. And it's your choice to work for me, if you will, in that term, or it's my choice to have you with me, if you will. Right. But it's a choice. And the relationship has to be a relationship and not in a superior mentality. It's more so that, especially when I'm working with guys that, they're 25, 30 years in this business. You got to have that same level of respect, even though you're the one cutting the check. And I think that is very new, and I think that's what's been advantageous for us as far as a company is, the guys that work with me, they call all their friends and tell them to come on board, and it's trying to find room for them, if you will. I'm not bragging about that. What I am sharing, though, is if you're genuine about the relationship with your even employees or people that help you back office, whatever it may be, your vendors, whatever it is, your customers, it's allowing that equal balance, if that makes sense.
Oh, it does. It does for sure. I mean, like I said, I think that was kind of the theme of the show for sure. So I was going to ask, I'm going to maybe change up our style a little bit today, but I may, go through all of our hosts and co-hosts and ask, kind of how we get a hold of you and where we can find you. And then we're going to wrap it up. You asked me earlier, Detlef, he's like, what do I need to know about the show? And so we do a quick fire segment at the very end. So I'm sorry I didn't prep you better for that, but we're going to see how you are on your feet. So, but yeah, we'll go through everybody and we can do like the, tell us, how to get a hold of you and everything else. Anything else we need to know about Doki?
Yeah. DokiContracting.com. It's that simple. DOKI Contracting.com. 469-929-8889. That's actually my personal cell phone number, and I don't mind it being blown up. I've got 151 text messages I need to follow up with, but that's okay. 469-929-8889. DokiContracting.com.
Awesome. And Gino, I think we're all headed your way, but what's the best way to get a hold of you and anything you want to add?
I will speak for him. Go visit him.
All right, go for it.
Go visit Gino at Starwood because he's there all the time right now.
Yeah, opening a restaurant for
If
sure.
you find him, that's where he's gonna be. I don't know that he like publicizes his number and such. I'm not really sure that he does that, so I don't want to throw that out there. But yeah, he's always at one of his restaurants. He's a worker for sure.
Well, and like I said, I've met him 3 times, but never formally because he was always in Naples when we did our lunch and learn. So yeah, you always like to see somebody being present in their business, and he certainly is, because it sounds like he cares. So Angela, what about you? How do we what's your final call to arm for us, and how to get a hold of you and things like that?
The best way to get a hold of me is going to be calling or texting me. I am on the go 24/7 generally. So 214-549-1930. You can Google me and find that number as well.
And I will say that she's better on text than she is email. And she told me that from the beginning. It's like, don't email me, text me. So yes, text her. That's for sure. All right, Jessica. Oops, I think you're muted. There we go. You need a sign. You need a sign. Well,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
All right, all right.
Diesel
Doki,
signs, diesel signs, right? Diesel signs. Jessica Cooper, diesel signs.
Yeah, you can find her. Yes, she's good. Well, and then I'll do mine real quick, because quick fire is always fun. So again, Paul Fisher with Certainty Home Lending. I've got you can go to my website at loansbyfisher.com, or you can get me on my cell phone at 817-308-7361. I will say, a lot like Angela, a lot of our job is, finding what the best solution is, whether it's us or somebody else, or, buying now or not buying now. So, a lot of our stuff that we do is being a resource. So, I'm going to do that.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, let's hear it.
So that was weird. It wasn't showing that it was muted, and then it just booted me out of the studio, unless Lyndon kicked me because I wasn't funny enough to show, maybe. I don't know. So, but we're accessible. Instagram, Facebook, text messaging, just at Diesel Signs is the easiest way to find us. Messenger. I think our number's listed below, but definitely any form.
Any form.
We'll find you. Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope Gino comes back on, because I've got some buyers. So, Lyndon, do we need to take commercial, and I think we can probably just go right into quick fire. So my battery says I've got 35 minutes. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to go around the horn and get started on here. Let me pull up my quick fires. I've got some good ones. Okay. Well, in the spirit of Taste of Wylie, we'll start with Angela. What's your favorite carnival food?
Funnel cake.
Good one. Jessica?
I love those coney dogs, big corn dogs.
Yeah. Are you mustard and ketchup, or just one condiment?
Just mustard.
Just mustard. All right, Detlef, what's your favorite carnival food?
Oh man, turkey leg, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Meat all day.
Angela.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm with Angela. I'm funnel cake. All right, we'll go with Angela again.
Is beer a food?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot
Lyndon.
Lyndon, what'd you say?
Beer.
I said, is beer a food?
Yeah, it's beer or food.
Is beer a food?
Okay,
I think it does have your carbs.
That's what
it has your carbs. So
beer is a food. Yes.
Well, it is at the carnival, isn't it? So
yeah,
that's fine.
I mean, yeah, you can do that. All right. My next one, my battery's about to die, but we're gonna get through this. Angela, who was your first celebrity crush?
Probably Brad Pitt.
All right, Jessica.
I'm gonna date myself, but it was Scott Baio.
Teen heartthrob. All right, Detlef, are you gonna have the same answer as Jess?
No.
Who was your celebrity? Who's your first celebrity crush?
It's probably Kelly Kapowski. I don't know her name. She was Kelly Kapowski on what was it? Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I really liked her growing up. I was like, oh yeah, I'd like, yeah.
I'm like Jess. I'm gonna date myself. Mine was Farrah Fawcett.
Oh, that hair though.
You had the poster, correct?
Yeah, she had the feather wings, and she was on every poster in every kid's room.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. All right, Lennon, what was yours? I'd be curious.
Well, you stole my Farrah Fawcett, so I'd have to go to Cheryl Teague's next. So that's dating
that's
me
another
too.
good
But
one.
I had a poster of both of them, one on each wall. So, yep, that's the first thing I got to see every morning I woke up.
Did you have a Lamborghini poster as well?
No, I had a lava lamp.
I did too.
Nope, I had a lava lamp.
I did too. I know. Lynn and I are cut from the same cloth. All right. I've got time for a couple more. All right. This is another food question. I don't know why it was food because we had Gino on. So I was, wanting to do that. Okay. What is the worst candy ever made? Angela.
Peeps.
Ugh.
Like the Easter
Peeps are
peeps.
nasty.
Hell no.
Yeah. All right. Jessica, what's the worst candy ever made?
Those Sour Patch Kids.
All right. Detlef, what you got? Worst candy ever made?
That candy corn bull crap.
Ooh, that's gross. It's so gross.
Oh, I love candy corn.
I can't even
I
eat
love
it, man.
candy corn.
My dog won't even eat it, man. My dog won't eat it.
It's like people love or hate candy corn. There's no in between.
Yeah, I'm with you. Mine is those nasty circus peanuts.
No, those are good.
It tastes like sponge. Yeah. they're
Squish them and eat them.
Yeah. All right, Landon, what you got?
So y'all may not remember this, but my grandfather always had them in his truck. And so I thought I was getting a really good deal every time I get in and have candy. But he had these orange looking peanuts.
That's what I said. Those are the circus peanuts.
That's the circus peanuts. You
Okay,
squish them and
those
eat
are
them.
terrible. They have no.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they're gross.
I honestly don't think I could eat those today. I think they'd be too sweet, but I used to love them.
Yeah, they're bad. All right. How many? I got time for about probably one more. All right. Well, okay. What is the nickname your friends call you, Angela? Keep it G-rated.
I mean, I don't really think I have a nickname anymore. They used to call me A-Tuck back in like high school.
I like A-Tuck.
Yeah.
All right, Jessica, what's the nickname your friends used to call you or still do?
It's kind of embarrassing, but it was more when I used to play softball when I was younger, but I always have like real big, powerful legs. So they called me Hubba Bubba.
All right, that's going in my phone now.
I know. I'm making my notes. A-Tuck. All right, Detlef, what you got?
Mine's not that unique, man. Detlef is hard enough to say, so I just say call me D, man. Everybody calls me D for the most part. Now it's kind of Doki with the name, but D is pretty much it.
Call me D. Well, with my last name being Fisher, it was always Fish. So I get called Fish a lot.
Well, I was Cooper Scooper too. Cooper.
Oh yeah,
Cooper,
you probably get
Scooper.
Coop.
Yeah,
real
original.
Real original. First four letters. All right, Lyndon, I can't wait to hear this. Well, Lennon,
I can hear it. You gotta wait.
Lennon,
you gotta wait.
I know, man. I've got like the 8 second delay for Lennon's nickname. He may not want to tell us.
Yeah, I guess he's not sharing.
All right, well, we'll just have to make one up for Lyndon. So, all right, I'm gonna do one more since he's gone AWOL on us, and this will be it, and then we'll wrap it up. Let's see here. All right, this is a Godfather or Star Wars trilogy. Which one?
Godfather all day.
Godfather.
Godfather all the way. Well, awesome. Well, hopefully Lennon will come back on the show, because if he's not, then we're going to be sitting here all day and chit-chatting until he tells us that we're done. So, but anyway, I appreciate everybody being on. I can't wait to go visit Gino now that I know who he is and all that he does for Wylie. He's keeping Wylie fed. So,
thanks, Detlef, for joining the show. Thanks, Angela, for
Thanks,
coming
Robbie.
to visit.
I know.
The other side of the tracks to our show.
Paul, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got you now. We want to know what your nickname is.
Well, I don't know that I had a nickname other than dumbass when I would screw up really good. That was probably it, and that's the one that I knew was coming when I knew exactly when I was going to be called that. So that I'll leave it there.
They didn't call you like Lindub or anything like that?
Oh, heck no. Nothing like that. Actually, I will tell you this. Lyndon is actually my nickname.
What's your real name?
My real name, I was named after my grandfather. My real name is Ray McLendon Wilson. and so they call me Lyndon for short. So
I
guess
never
I've
knew
lived with a
that.
nickname. Well, no one, my son didn't know that when he was 24 years old, and he booked airfare for us to go to Cancun, and I almost couldn't make the flight because he didn't have my name right. I'm like, dude, where have you been? You're 24 years and you don't know my name?
No, you're either Dad or Lyndon.
Hey,
Right.
I got a new nickname for you, Ray Ray.
Right.
Ray. There it is. I mean, it's been thrown out. So yeah, we got Ray Ray or Lindub.
All right. Well, I'll take Ray Ray over the other one. Thank you.
Thanks, Fish.
I know the next time I see Angela what to expect now.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's Ray Ray. So well, awesome. Well, I'm glad we had a good show, and thank y'all for being on. And Detlef, always good to see you. I was hoping I'd see you at Frisco Chamber this morning, but just to give you a little fist bump for being on today. But and the fact that you and Jessica know each other, but she knows everybody, so it's always good to get some camaraderie between the towns. So good to have you on.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it very much, and thank you guys for having me. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I guess we'll be signing off, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Thank you for watching today's show. If you like today's show, please share, like, and subscribe, and make sure to shop, buy, and hire in Wylie. Special thanks to all the guests, co-hosts, and sponsors of the North Texas Community Difference Wylie.
Thank you for tuning in and watching our show. If you would like to see our next show, or more shows like this one, just click the QR code and go to show schedules, or just follow and subscribe to our channels to get updates and notifications of this show, and many others like it.